This episode of Source Code News is brought to you by Parties for You. For the best margarita machine rentals in Houston, give them a call. 281-748-0057. That's 281-748-0057. By Cazadores Tequila. When you're in the mood for tequila, buy the best. Cazadores Tequila. And by Alberta's Best Bet Bail Bonds. Don't gamble with your freedom. Give them a call. 713-237-8238. That's 713-237-8238. Welcome to Source Code News.
Fight! Perfect.
We are live every Thursday night on SCP Radio. We are your number one source in tech and gaming news. Join our chat room on scpradio.com or call in to be a part of the conversation.
Perfect. You win.
Welcome to Source Code News, episode number 26, recorded on July 13th, 2017. This show brings you the latest in tech, science, and gaming news. We will have product and game reviews as well as unboxings of our latest gadgets. So be sure to subscribe to our podcast on iTunes or your favorite podcatcher and on YouTube. And follow us on SoundCloud and all of the social media sites. We do this show live every Thursday night starting at 8:30 p.m. on scpradio.com, where we have live video and audio streams. We also recorded and put it up on SoundCloud and, like I said, on iTunes. You can join us on the chat room on scpradio.com and chat with us. Faithy will be right there ready to answer any question you have. You can also call in at 832-910-7727 and ask a tech question. And we got X-Man here that'll answer any tech question you got. It doesn't matter if you need to open up a laptop and you want to know what steps, what orders you need to take to get to it. He knows. So just call in. All right.
He's like, yeah.
All right. So anything new? Anybody do anything new this week?
Hell no.
No.
I'm just working out.
Working
One, two.
out. What's that mean?
I'm working out. That's what exactly.
Like-
So what are you trying to do? Build muscle?
You're hitting the weights like pumping iron? What are you doing?
No, not doing that.
No?
I don't know. I'm working out. I don't need to lift weights to work out.
So how you work out then?
Cardio.
You run? Are you using
I'm
the
doing,
treadmill?
Like exercises for like pure core.
So like sit-ups and stuff?
Not sit-ups. It's other stuff,
Do tell.
Alrighty then. Okay, so that's it. Just working out. No playing any specific games. Anything anything new? No. You have been playing a new game now that I thought of it.
Yeah, me too. I was like, I think I have.
I
What
just
game
bought
is-
you what is it?
That parenthood thing.
Yeah.
Sims.
So Faithy plays, what is it? Sims
Sims
5?
4.
4?
I think, yeah.
And we just got her the Parenthood pack.
Oh God,
So
help
it's
us all.
a download, pack, and now she has teenagers that are, breaking all the rules and stuff.
They have mood swings. It's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
weird.
Yeah, so she's starting to get a taste of her a dose of her own medicine.
But wait till it becomes real life.
Uh-huh.
That's like,
So cool. What about you, X-Man? Any new games?
Nah, but I just been going to the gym.
Okay. Y'all got a gym membership? I don't even have a gym.
Nah, I go to my school gym. I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's free for the kids to go.
Cool.
So they get to go and hang out and
Play basketball.
basketball.
Go do weights.
Mm-hmm.
At the school?
They have a weight room.
Oh, wow. And it's open during the summer?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty. I wish I had a school like that. Shit.
Mine isn't. They're all busy for the athletic people.
When I was in middle school and stuff, my how do you call it? I would work out a lot, but at home, and I would put all the weights together to make them heavy enough to be able to do something. Because my dad never worked out, so he didn't have weights. I had to find this concrete type weight, then a regular metal type weight, and a little bar so I can put it all together and try to tie it down and use that as a barbell or whatever. No, you know. And then finally, until I got old enough to buy myself my first weight bench, you know. But I never my school didn't have none of that stuff. They had weights, but for the football players.
Yeah.
So I never really had a chance to get in there because I was never a football player.
My school has a weight room too.
Yeah,
It's only for the athletic people.
but it's only for the See, that's kind of how it was with us. Let me see. And Wally, anything new?
Heck no.
Nothing going on.
Nothing new.
Okay. All right. Well, let me do a shout out. One of our DJs, Tino Latino, he mentions that when he used to do his show on another radio station, can't remember the name of it. I don't think it was with them. He mentioned another station. He says that he had people. Let me see. When he was with Tejano Hits Radio, he had some people that used to listen to him, and they're having a Fiesta Bash right now. So it's called Show Enough Barbecue. It's Linda's 2017 Fiesta Bash in Topeka, Kansas. So shout out to you guys out there. Tino Latino, he mentioned that y'all would be listening and stuff. So, that shout out to y'all. All right. Also, not Tino. It's going to be Iceman. DJ Iceman is going to be at Shooters tonight. So go check him out, for Tejano night. Tomorrow will be DJ Tino Latino in the mix doing country mix with music videos. Music video mixing at Shooters. So go check him out. And also Saturday they have a live band there. So, and always remember on Wednesdays we got the one and only DJ Jimmy Ray in the mix. So if you want to see the baddest DJ in H-Town, go to Shooters on a Wednesday.
Really bad, dude.
All right. I guess let's start some tech news. All right, so one thing about Silicon Valley, that's where all the tech companies are. You got Facebook and Google's out there too. These are big companies that hire a lot of people, and these are people that make a lot of money because in tech. Well, they all started it. The tech started going up and they were making all this money. Everybody started moving real close to their offices there. And housing, they were buying houses, and the housing, for them is cheap. They could just buy whatever. They're like, "Ooh, I want the most expensive one, nice one." So the people that were selling houses caught on to that. They're like, "Wait a minute, it's all these tech people, all these people with all this money." So they started raising the prices on everything. Housing, anything you buy, any stores or whatever, everything, prices started going up because of all these people that are tech people that are making all this money, and they're buying all these houses. Yeah, it's not fair, but see, it doesn't matter to them too much because they can afford it. What it matters to is the normal people around there. Now everything's too expensive for them, and it's kicking people out. It's like making them move. I remember I listened to Leo Laporte, and he has a friend that was living out there, Kevin Rose. He's a millionaire. He's created a lot of startup companies and made a lot of money. He was living out there in Silicon Valley, and he had people in his yard protesting that he needs to leave. It's him, his wife, and his kid. And there's all these people in his yard holding up signs that y'all are messing up our community and all this stuff. So when he had to leave his house, they would come and confront him and yell at his face while he would get into his car and drive away. And and when he'd get home, they're right there waiting for him. So it's a big it's a big problem. I mean, like I said, it's they blame it on Facebook, they blame it on Google. For being there. They're like, we wish y'all wouldn't, have y'all's offices here because look at what happened. Now we can't afford housing. We can't afford anything. So one thing that Facebook is trying to do is they want to tackle the shortage of housing there in California, Silicon Valley, because it has gotten so severe that Facebook, says we're gonna take home building into our own hands for the first time, and plan to construct 1,500 units near its headquarters. So they're gonna start building houses or apartments or whatever. Yeah. So they're like. Okay, so the growth of Facebook, Alphabet Inc., Google, and other tech companies has strained neighborhoods in the San Francisco Bay Area that were not prepared for the influx of tens of thousands of workers during the past decade. Home prices and commute times have risen. Tech companies have responded with measures such as internet-equipped buses for employees with long commutes, and Facebook has offered at least $10,000 in incentives to workers who move closer to its offices. So they're telling them, y'all move close to us, we'll give you more money. We'll give you money, 10 grand, bam, for moving closer for their employees to live right near the building.
I would do
I guess it's like, if we need you, you can get here quick. I don't know, but or so they don't have to spend so much in sending buses out to pick their employees up. Maybe that's, they think they'll make it up in the long run. Let me see. The company said it wants to build a village that will also have 1.75 million square feet of office space and 125,000 square feet of retail space. Let me see. They said part of our vision is to create a neighborhood center that provides long-needed community services. The 1,500 Facebook housing units would be open to anyone, not just employees. And 15% of them would be offered at below market rates. So they're going to build these places. They're going to be offered to anybody. They're not just going to say only our employees can live here. No. It's open. It's anybody can buy them. And 15% of those housing are cheaper than market value. So they're going to see what everybody pays around there, and they're going to get it. 15% of them will be cheaper than that. So that way people that just regular people can move in and have a nice place to live. So at least they're trying to take some of the stress off of people, but I don't see it being a permanent. It's not a permanent fix. It's like a temporary, because then these companies, all they do is grow. Then they get more people in, and all this stuff. So I don't know. It's not
Sustainable.
yeah, I don't think it's a sustainable thing. They're gonna have to keep doing this constantly, over and over, and there's not that much room to be making new
houses.
Yeah,
and
new houses.
everything
So
like that.
but we'll see how it goes. I mean, those type of companies should be able to work with you. You live in, like, they're in California. I should be able to work for them because they're a tech company. I should just be able to get online and do my work from home. Everybody stay where you're at. Just, work.
Work from home.
Yeah, work from home. And it shouldn't be a big fuss, a big deal like that. But I don't know. I guess for them, they figure it's better to have everybody there in one room and, interact with each other. So, all right, let's see. Let's move on to Google. Do y'all know what torrent site is? A torrenting, or Wally, do you know what a torrent is?
I really don't pay too much attention to those sites.
No. Okay.
I've heard of them, yes. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember where we used to get our MP3s for free?
That, yeah.
What's it called?
Napster.
Napster.
Yes.
Okay, so
yes.
Napster is like, I'm not sure, but I think that was the first way of making a torrent. So
Yeah, I remember this Pirates Bay over
yeah,
here.
and now there's Pirates Bay and stuff. So a torrent is like, you search in this specific website for something that you want to program or whatever, that are expensive, that cost a lot of money. You search for it, you find it, and it'll see that, like, let's say 1,000 or 100 people have that program you want on their computer, and they're sharing it. So you'll get it from the 100 people, and it'll create that one program. So that way you'll get it faster. Like, it downloads a little from this person, this person, this person, this person. So it's more efficient to getting it to you. you know. And most of the time those are cracked, the programs, so you don't have to have a code to get into them. They're just, you just open it up and it shows the code is already in there or whatever, and it opens and you use it, right? Back in the day, I was very interested into stuff like that. I would always get, even on Napster, you could look up programs.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, so I used to get, that's how I played Grand Theft Auto 3. The first time I ever played that game, I got it from Napster. I had I think a game called Black and White. I think that's one where it's like you're like a god mode. You have you're just like a hand grabbing little humans and moving them around. I got that game from there, you know, but slowly I changed my attitude toward that, because when a company does good, like even if they're not a big old company, they're like an indie company, like if they do a real good game that I really like, that I really enjoy, I feel like I should
Pay for it.
because I want them to make another one. And maybe they won't if everybody just keeps getting it for free. How are they going to be able to pay their employees to make a new game? So my theory is always, you know what, I really like this company. I want to pay for that game. So I always pay for everything. You know, I don't go to torrents. I know how to do that stuff. At one point I installed programs and stuff to do that, and then I said, you know what? Because I remember Napster was an easy way to get viruses. They would label something like Grand Theft Auto 3, you know, the game, and I'd start to install it and notice that no, this is a very small program. How's it Grand Theft Auto 3? And it would be a virus that somebody put on there. They just labeled it that because they knew a lot of people were downloading that, and you would install a virus. So that's why I said no, this is not worth, because like now that I have my computers, I use them more for my business. I don't want to screw them up, right? There's no reason for me to screw them up like that. So I said, you know what, torrents? No, I'm not messing with that stuff. But one thing right now that somebody noticed that if you start searching best torrent sites on Google, it comes up on that picture there. It comes up with I think they call it a carousel of pictures of where you click on and it goes to the site. It shows you all the best torrent sites. And they're not supposed to. That's like against a law or something that
Piracy law, I believe.
Yeah, piracy law that came out. And they're like, wait a minute, you can just search best torrent sites and Google has them right there. At the very top. Real simple to click on. Right underneath where you typed it. So what the people are thinking, because they haven't gone to ask Google, what's the deal with this? They're just thinking, since Google is run like by computers, by an algorithm, it sees what everybody's searching. So it always sees, a lot of people are searching for this. Let's make it simple. So they'll make that little carousel that's like that underneath it, because it's a popular search term. So they're thinking that the algorithm did it itself. It just threw it up there, says, this is what people want. Let's put it up there. But I'm pretty sure that the moment somebody mentions it to Google or whatever, they're gonna be like, oh shit, take that off. You know, they're gonna get in trouble. So they'll take it down. But that was kind of funny that they did that. You know, hey, the computers have a mind of their own. Shit. Mm-hmm. All right, well, let's move on to the next. This is a startup company, which to me, I don't know about you guys, this doesn't seem too smart. It's in Shanghai, so they have an umbrella sharing startup. Okay, I don't know how you do it, but they had a picture. It's not that picture, but they had a picture of. It was like a bar, like you know how when you go to the mall, and at the entrance there's these carts that you can get for the kids. You put money in, and you can push them around.
Yeah,
and then you
25 cents.
Yeah, and you come back and you put them back into the thing, right?
You get your quarterback.
Well, it looks similar to that, unless they're just hanging on a bar for free. But I don't think so. I think you had to put in money, and you unclick the umbrella, and then you come back, and I think you get like half of it back, because I think that's what you do on those carts, right?
No, on the carts you get your quarterback.
You get your whole.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so but I think here it was a rental, like you're renting it, so you gotta pay a little, right? I'm thinking. Okay. So yeah, okay, let me see. They rent out umbrellas for 7 cents for 30 minutes.
At 30 minutes?
30
That's
minutes?
like, that's not even long enough.
So, in addition to roughly 280 deposit, the only problem is that a few weeks after it launched, they ran out of the 300,000 umbrellas. So, people would just keep them, right? They rent them, and they never return them.
Oh my god.
So, they had 300,000 umbrellas for their startup, and they lost almost all of them.
That was an ingenious plan.
Dang.
Very smart. It was a couple of weeks and they lost everything. So they're like they went broke. You know, but they didn't make any money. So I don't think that's
That's not a good idea.
No, I never because they're out, so people are walking,
Yeah.
they're just out in the public like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Might as well.
I don't know. I didn't think that was too smart.
They're smoking some stuff and they're not
Yeah,
sharing.
because if people were, you know, they weren't gonna steal everything.
Then it would be probably good.
Yeah, it would be a good service. You'd be like, oh crap, I need an umbrella, I forgot mine. Oh good, here's this one. And then when at the end of the day, you stop by there and you put it back. You know.
Get a credit card number.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but nope. And I don't know. That didn't make too much sense.
But 7 cents just to put your credit card there?
Well, it said $2.80 deposit, so you had to pay that, and I think you would get everything back except for the 7 cents if you just took 30 minutes or less.
I would say maybe like 2-3 hours. That's
Well,
it.
then yeah, like if it's 30 minutes, 7 cents, 2 hours, you know that's 28 cents. What is that? 4 times 7?
Yeah.
28 cents. So you're just paying 28 cents for 2 hours. You know, it's cheap. You know, but they figured, oh, we got so many that in time it'll add up to become some worthwhile. But everybody kept the umbrellas. That's not cool. So,
Sounds like real intelligence
Kinda
there.
all right. Let me see. I don't know about the Google thing. You're listening to SCP Radio out of Houston, Texas. All right, let's go to the Amazon's Geek Squad like services.
Geek Squad.
Yes.
You mean there's more geeks out there?
Yeah.
All right. Nothing wrong with that. Boss is in the house.
So, Geek Squad is supposed to be one of Best Buy's few clear advantages over internet retailers. You can ask for help from a real human being if you're not sure how to set up your device. Even that edge is disappearing, however. Recode has learned that Amazon is quietly rolling out a smart home setup service that helps you get started with connected lights, thermostats, and of course smart speakers. If you have an Echo or another Alexa connected device, you can get a free 45-minute consultation from an Amazon staffer who will answer questions, demo Alexa linked devices, and naturally create shopping lists. However, the real stars of the show are the in-person visits.
Wow.
So you pay a typical $99 fee, and Amazon will install your smart home device and teach you the essentials of how to use it, including through voice commands if you have Alexa capable gear. Amazon won't set up just any device, but it handles some of the common brands: Philips Hue lights, Ecobee thermostats, the Eero Wi-Fi routers, and Ring doorbells are some of the eligible gadgets. So that's kind of cool. I mean, before it was only the Geek Squad, but now Amazon has their own squad.
That's actually kind of cool.
That's good for the old people that don't know how to install nothing.
Gee, who does that?
Grandpa.
I was gonna say that,
I didn't say nothing, Dad.
but
I didn't say nothing what the grandkids did.
I didn't say
That
anything
was
either.
Xavier that said that.
I
Thank you
didn't
very
say
much.
anything.
They think they were coughing about it.
Wait, the
Whoa. So that's kind of echoey. A little bit, just a little bit down. A little bit down. But
Much better.
oh yeah. So yeah, I think that's cool. I'm pretty sure Best Buy needed they need some competition because I think they charge a lot, and I have always hear people say how they've worked at Best Buy, and if you leave any pictures that are private or anything, they they get all that stuff. They'll go in there, put their USB drive in, and they'll copy anything, any naked pictures of you or anything that they find. Yeah, so
What Jimmy said.
you gotta watch out for what you have on your computer if you're gonna hand that computer over to somebody, especially a tech person. It's not a smart thing to do. The next article is about Waze. So y'all two ain't old enough to drive, so y'all don't know about Waze, right? Wally, you ever
Kinda
use
do.
Waze?
Nope.
Do you ever use Google, the Google Maps?
Yes. Once in a blue moon.
Okay.
Another time.
Okay, I use it all the time because I do not know my way anywhere.
I know, you don't even
Never
know what
mind.
No,
year.
if my wife isn't in the car,
Oh my god.
because she's my normal Google Maps. She just
Oh
tells
my
me
gosh.
turn here, turn there.
Yep.
But if it's just me, I'm trying to get to work. It's just a straight shot that way. I turn it on because I don't know how to get there. So there's
Oh my god.
an app called Waze, which is integrated with Google Maps. Google bought 'em. So they have the same information that Google has. But now you can record your voice, and when it says turn left here, it could be yourself talking.
I mean,
So-
No.
Yeah.
No.
So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm gonna set up Waze on my wife's phone, and I'm gonna tell her to turn left and turn right. That's gonna be awesome. You can have it users to record their own voice prompts, so that'd be pretty cool.
I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, because I mean, you've heard like Arnold Schwarzenegger do it, and saying stuff, and Yoda. I've heard left you must turn, stuff like that. So I
Turn
could do
you
something cool like that. But I thought that was cool. Use your own voice to.
As long as it's not Chris Rock, we're okay.
All
Oh
right. All right. But yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, let's listen to a Cazadores commercial.
Yay! I know I'm tripping. Just ignore me.
Doesn't want to listen.
No. Hey, come on.
Is it still waiting?
No.
Just click OK. And it'll go. Hey bartender, we need a round of shots.
Do you want what everybody else is having, or do you want the best of the best?
Of course we want the best of the best.
Well then, Tequila Cazadores is the one for you.
For those special moments in your life, whether it's a special occasion or just a day relaxing with your friends, drink the best of the best, Tequila Cazadores.
Where did you get that from?
Mom.
Did
She's
she
a-
open my basket?
She won it. Thank you very much.
No,
And she said
you
I could have
didn't.
one, so.
What are we going to do next, guys?
All right,
So
so
what's interesting next?
right now we're gonna do the NASA. Oh, we're gonna go into science.
Are we?
We're going into science.
Why?
You know,
Your
when
favorite?
NASA's about science, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
Science news.
Get your freedom.
Right, recruit, Space Cadet recruit. NASA's about science?
Yeah.
All right, he said yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. So, a NASA spacecraft gets up close with Jupiter's Great Red Spot.
How close?
Very close.
Yeah.
So, there's a spot on Jupiter. A big old red spot.
You sure there's a big old red spot? It might be gas.
It's a storm that's been on for thousands of years. Okay, it's a storm that's been just going
Yeah.
on strong. That spot is bigger than the Earth.
Yes.
That's a heck of a storm.
That's a big, scary storm. Hurricane.
I don't know they can have
And we ain't talking
storms.
about the drinks either, people.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's a planet, so it can have storms. Scientists are about to get an up close and personal look at the planet Jupiter's most famous landmark, the Great Red Spot. NASA's Juno spacecraft will be directly over the spot shortly after 10 p.m. Monday, July 10th. So that happened this last Monday. About 5,600 miles above the gaseous giant's cloud tops. That's closer than any spacecraft has been before. The spot is actually a giant storm that has been blowing on Jupiter for centuries. It's huge, larger than Earth in diameter. It's lasted a really long time, says Scott Bolton of the Southwest Research Institute in San Antonio and principal scientist for NASA's Juno mission to Jupiter. No scientists really understand exactly how that storm is created or why it could last so long. Not only will Juno's camera be able to capture detailed images of the spot, but the probe also carries scientific instruments that can provide additional details about the storm. For example, the microwave radiometer can peer through the clouds and see what kind of atmospheric structures underpin the spot. It's possible that the roots are quite deep, says Bolton. So we'll be able to take a look at that and see what's underneath the cloud tops. Bolton and his colleagues are planning to bring a lot of astronomical resources to bear during this flyby. Shush. Ground-based telescopes, Earth orbiting telescopes, even amateur astronomers will be taking measurements of the planet around the time Juno gets there to provide a complete picture of the storm as possible. Trying to see here. Let me see. This isn't the last time Juno will pass over the spot. Once every 53 days, the spacecraft orbits, takes it close to the planet. Each future flyby of the red spot will focus on a different kind of science. Another Juno instrument can measure the gravity field around the spot. Bolton says there may be something massive below the spot that's contributing to its existence. Maybe there's a blob going around Jupiter that's underneath the red spot, and we may be able to see that, which is kind of cool. I mean, they're thinking, well, what if there's something under there that's keeping that storm going, something that we don't know about or we wouldn't predict. They're hoping that they get a chance to see,
See what's there.
Yeah, see what's there. So that's cool. I mean, every 53 days they're going to get another pass. So they went Monday, and then 53 days from then they'll get another pass and take more pictures. And I remember them saying that it was going to take a few days before the pictures would get here from there because it's so far away.
Yeah.
And they said that the antenna or whatever is not really facing Earth when it's making that flyby. So I think it have to wait till it faces us before it can start sending the stuff. So you gotta wait for that. Plus, it's a long ways away. Pretty cool. No, I don't want to do that one. Okay, what about this one? Scientists recreated an extinct virus.
Ooh, a virus?
What?
Something stinky?
Why would they do
I
that?
didn't say a stinky virus.
No one.
Extinct.
It's
Oh.
Why would
Why?
they do
That's-
another? Why?
Okay.
it's a virus, and they
Gone for a reason.
recreated it.
I don't know.
You could probably pierce them.
For years, there have been warnings that advances in science could make it possible to cook up killer diseases in laboratories and unleash them on the world. This might be the zombie virus.
Oh
Jimmy,
God.
keep collecting stuff.
Yeah. We're staying at your place.
We're getting ready to move over there because they're getting the virus ready.
Oh my God.
The zombie virus, the Z virus. This week came news that scientists of the University of Alberta have put together from scratch a relative of the smallpox virus. Oh shit. And a reminder that the threat of deadly viruses created by humans is more than theoretical. The smallpox virus, which triggered brutal diseases for centuries, was declared eradicated in 1980. Wow, when I was born. After a successful global effort to end its reign of terror, but most scientists fear that it could be revived through what's known as synthetic biology. The ability to make a virus by putting together by the recipe outlined in its genetic code. Oh shoot. So they see the code, the genetic code, and they're putting it back together almost exactly alike to make it, make
Deadly.
it
Kind of.
Danger behind that.
Man,
We're all gonna die.
one thing about viruses is they
This
change.
Oh, change.
They mutate,
Mhm.
and it might be one type of virus, and all of a sudden it mutates into something else, and
Zombies.
then zombies.
I'm telling you.
Is that cool or what?
No.
Okay, it's not cool. But let me see. I don't know why the horsepox. Okay.
Oh my
The horsepox virus the Canadian team created is not a threat to human health. See, that's what we're talking about. It may not be a threat to human health right now,
But maybe later on.
but later on it might mutate into something that'll.
They'll use it for.
Well, blame it on them.
Or the
Military,
crap.
yeah.
Yeah. See, that's one thing about scientists doing anything. The military says the military's like, "Oh, give that to us. We can use that."
But what happens if it travels back down here?
Well, they don't care about that. They just want to throw it right over there first.
Mm.
Destroy the enemies first. It doesn't matter if it comes back to us to haunt us.
It goes back to the Aztecs when the Europeans threw those bodies with smallpox over the wall so they wouldn't come out.
To get
History repeats it.
So it shouldn't. It says it shouldn't be a threat to human health or even the health of horses.
Yeah.
Should it ever escape from the lab? So that that's the thing. Escape from a lab. That right there, I don't like. Because even like they say they eradicated smallpox, I know they have that virus in a lab somewhere. Imagine it can just take some dumbass to cut himself or do something with it and get sick, or purposely take it out and take it and put it somewhere in water or somewhere where it'll infect everybody.
My God.
Or it could be a political motivation where.
Yeah. It could, so just having it to me is like, no, we shouldn't.
Dangerous.
Yeah, we shouldn't have it. I could see like a dead version of it, like where they used to make what do you call it? Like every year you're supposed to take the vaccine.
Yeah.
Maybe a vaccine type where it's dead, it's not active. Because the virus is like alive. It's weird. What are they? A virus means like a live liquid.
Well,
like
viruses are neither dead or
yeah. Well, it's
living.
like a living liquid, but it doesn't like look like it has a mind or anything. So it's like it's almost not alive, but it does. It's
programmed.
It does. It has its little program in there that it'll do. It'll do what it wants to do. It knows what it wants to do, and it's gonna do it. So I don't know. But to me, that's not. I don't think they should be messing with that stuff. Especially like with that smallpox. Come on, get something that's not
deadly.
That's not. Yeah, that'll start killing people all over again.
But they'll use it for business. Where if you get it, you want the cure, pay us so much money, and we'll give you the cure.
Oh, that would suck.
That could be true. Money rules the world right now.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Let's move on to games.
You gonna move on to games?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
What's that?
Let's mention parties for you.
Yeah, let's do that. Put up the parties first.
All
Party
right.
time. Gotta talk about the games.
Parties for you, the best margarita machine rentals in Houston. Give them a call for your next event, your next wedding, 50th birthday party, anniversary. Jimmy always wants to do a divorce party.
Yeah.
So, on your divorce party, call SCP to DJ it and parties for you to rent a margarita machine. Any event, they're there. It really, it spices up the party. It puts it to the next level. That way everybody will talk about that party, for years to come. So, you need to call them. Call George Gonzalez. The number's 281-748-0057. Tell him you want a double margarita machine, and you want the Hellraiser and the Mango Passion.
Just get the triple.
Or get a triple machine. These mixes, these are exclusive to Parties for You. He created them. No one else has them. Hellraiser's kind of like what is it? A pina colada? Or which one is?
I don't know what you said.
It's like a pina colada, the Hellraiser.
I think it is.
Like pina colada, right?
I would say so. Something like that. It's a Caribbean, like a Caribbean juice.
Yeah, it's a pina colada, but with more like extra stuff added to it.
More citrus.
Yeah, it's added flavor. It tastes better.
George makes it.
Yeah, it's his own concoction. He made it. He says it took him, I don't know, a year or whatever of trying different recipes until he got it right. So you need to try it. It's award-winning margarita mix.
First, second, and third at Strawberry Festival.
Yeah, first, second, and third winner at a Strawberry Festival You know, so it's award winning. You know, you need to check it out. And Mango Passion's his newest flavor that he's made. We were the first ones here at SCP Radio to test that out, which is pretty good. So give him a call. The number's 281-748-0057, and let him know that SCP Radio sent you.
Aren't we still testing that one?
Which one?
The Hellraiser. I think we've been doing a lot of taste testing.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have some tomorrow for the Super Tejano Friday show. We're gonna have it here in studio. The Hellraiser. All right, so let's get into some gaming news.
Uh-oh.
Game news.
I clicked on the wrong one. I almost did. Almost do it today.
All right, who knows what Half-Life is?
Well, it's half of my life, but I mean,
Anybody ever heard of Half-Life?
Like that sounds familiar for some reason.
Jimmy has.
Kind of does sound familiar.
So,
Open game world.
Valve,
Yes,
they released
Valve.
Half-Life 19 years ago.
Yep. It was before Left 4 Dead.
Oh yeah.
Left 4 Dead.
Way before. That's where
Yeah.
I kind of got that idea from.
So they released Half-Life and Half-Life 2, and we were all waiting for Half-Life 3, but it never came about. No, it never showed up.
Yeah.
Those two games are very critically acclaimed games. Everybody loves Half-Life 1 and 2. People play them over and over and over. They had come out, before for the computer, and then they relaunched it with Orange Box. I think that's what it was called, right, Jimmy?
Yes, Orange was next.
Orange Box.
Orange, yeah, because it was.
It was Half-Life 1, 2, and it had Portal.
Yes.
Yeah, so they
Okay.
released it, and it was released for the Xbox One, the Xbox 360, or the first Xbox and PlayStation 2. Mande?
I want to send a shout out to my cousin, Miriam. She said hi.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Hi, Medium. So, anyways, Half-Life, it was released 19 years ago. They just released a patch for it.
Okay, it took him 19 years to get a patch to fix this game.
Hey, put all that stuff.
Okay.
I told you they're smoking some stuff in that sharing, man.
So it was released in November of 98. That's when it was released. So, it's nothing major. It fixes a few crashes that the community has pointed out. That may not be much, but it just goes to show that Valve has not given up on its most well-known game, despite it being old enough to legally drink in many countries. So that's kind of cool. I mean, people are still playing it. That's what that means. People are still playing it, and they're saying, "Hey, it's crashing on this. It's not working here, and we want to play it."
Black Ops 3.
Yeah. So they told Valve, and Valve came out and said, "Oh, we'll fix it." They fixed it. That's not bad. That's that game looks old.
Yeah.
But
That's old.
It kind of
yeah.
looks like a first-person zombie shoot or something like that.
Yeah, but it has a really cool story. That game, I'm telling you, everybody when it first came out, they were going nuts over that game.
Have you played it?
I played a little bit on Orange Box. I rented Orange Box. I think from the Red Box. I rented Orange Box from the Red Box. Right? That's what it's called.
But,
Red Box?
but it was in a black box, wasn't it?
So I rented it, and just mainly to play Portal. And I beat Portal, and then I started it, but then I was like, nah, I don't have time, because it's a long game. It's not really like a multiplayer. I don't think it was a multiplayer, because I was gonna play it as the single player game, and I started it, and I played a little bit of it, and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. My wife started playing it, and she liked it a lot. And then I was like, but we're gonna return it already. So I just I took it back to Redbox. I would rent it for 1 or 2 days, and I was like, all right, that's enough money, and I return it and leave it there. But I guess if I would have owned it, I would have played all, the first one and the second one. I would have, because like I said, it was quality game.
Seems like a fun game.
Yeah. All right, so they're coming up with let me see, a Pokemon movie's coming out.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Anybody care about that?
No.
Yes.
Jimmy's all excited. Jimmy likes the
maybe.
Pokemon
Yes.
Maybe.
No.
Finally.
movie. So The upcoming Pokemon movie is retelling of the Indigo League stories with two glaring omissions. Namely the absence of Brock and Misty. Who knows what those are?
I do.
Those are people.
Ash.
Who were two of Ash's first cohorts in the original anime. Both might be Ash's most well-known friends, with Misty even appearing in the first episode 1, Choose You. After which, the upcoming film is named.
Episode I Choose You.
Oh,
Yeah.
I Choose You. My bad. I'm used to seeing episode 1 that looks like Star Wars.
Exactly.
Yeah. You'll see that neither Brock nor Misty appear in the list of characters appearing in the main part of the movie. Nurse Joy, yes, but Ash's old friends, no.
Why?
I don't know. People have noticed this. Soji, what's that? Sauji, and Makoto are even showing up in the 20th anniversary images instead of Brock and Misty. 20 years of 10-year-old Ash. It's almost like Brock and Misty never existed. See, I don't know what y'all talking about. There was no Brock and Misty ever.
Yes,
Brock
Oh my
and Misty is
God.
like his first
No, they
friend.
never existed.
Oh my
As
gosh.
Pokemon's Matomi points out, the new movie has a retelling of the old scene with Butterfree. What the hell's Butterfree?
It's a flying grass Pokemon.
In the new version, Brock and Misty have been written out because they didn't exist. It's all in y'all's head.
No.
No,
Y'all
I
made
even
this
watched
up-
the
y'all
first
made this up in
episode.
y'all's head.
No,
I
Brock
watched
and Misty
that.
was
It
there.
was probably a dream y'all had. They didn't. They don't exist.
No,
Why would
'cause
we have
Brock
this in
was he was the leader of a gym. That's why.
So the characters do have a tacked on appearance in the closing credits.
Wow, closing. Woo-hoo.
That's according to Alex Anil, who saw the movie at Japan Expo and who provided Poke Beach with a summary. Writing, in the end credits, we see brief shots of Ash's old friends: Brock, Misty, Tracy, May, Max, Dawn, Iris, Ceylon, Serena, Bonnie, and Clement.
Clementine.
Whatever. So, oh well, they're not gonna be in there no more.
Man, they should be in there.
Brock. Oh my god.
Okay, let's move on to PlayStation's VR gun.
Oh,
No.
Lord. Here we go.
Hector much.
Is deeply satisfying. New way to slaughter aliens.
Oh god.
What kind of gun is that?
What the heck?
It's for the VR.
That doesn't even look like a gun. That looks like tubes.
Yeah, you see the tip of
Trigger.
it. It's got the
Little
ball.
Yeah.
So the what do you call it? The camera can see it and it can see which way you're pointing. So the aim controller is a gun-like device intended to use for the PSVR headset. So far, only a handful of titles have announced compatibility. Most prominently, the controller works with Farpoint, a first-person shooter that sets you on a distant alien planet full of bugs.
Okay.
The game itself is only pretty okay. The graphics are nice, and the VR is suitably immersive. But you have to move around the game by walking using the joystick on the aim controller. And the sensation of dashing across an alien landscape while your physical body is not in motion will make many people nauseous.
Yeah.
I'm getting nauseous just thinking of it.
I know, right? The
Yeah.
only reason I managed to power through... Okay, the only reason I managed to power through the game is because of the aim controller. This thing is a major step up from Duck Hunt. From Duck
Oh,
Hunt.
yeah,
Y'all
Duck
remember
Hunt.
Duck Hunt?
That
Oh,
was fun.
yeah.
Yeah, I love Duck Hunt back in the day. It's got enough weight to it that you never forget you're holding it, and the trigger has a nice snap that makes it fun to squeeze. Whether the gun in the game is an assault rifle, pistol, or even a shotgun. See, that does catch my attention, because in the game you look down and you're holding a gun.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't know what the type.
But you don't have a gun in your hand, right? But with this one,
You'd be like, oh my god.
you have something in your hand. And it can fake your mind out thinking, I am holding this gun, this machine gun. Or if you're just holding a gun, a regular, like a handgun, you just have that one hand holding it, right? Boom, boom, boom. You know, and then when you're holding a machine gun, you're like, man, you know what? I need to get a PlayStation.
Oh, my
No.
VR.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, but that's the only one you all allow in the house.
Cause I still been messing with my
Connect.
no with the with the one I have for my phone. What's it called?
The
Gear VR.
VR, yeah.
Gear VR. That thing.
Makes
Yeah.
you nauseous. Yeah.
The other day, it does. That one doesn't.
Oh, okay.
I'm playing games where you're not moving. You just stand there and you turn side to side, left, up, down, and you shoot stuff. They're coming at you running. And the other day I beat my score like a huge amount.
Crazy, scary.
I was playing that game and you have to reload by moving your hand like this so the bullets
They fall
Come
out.
it opens the 6-shooter, it opens like that and the bullets come out, new bullets go in and you bring it back and it comes back in and boom 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 boom. Man, I was knocking them all out. I passed my score, like I said. I thought I had a real high score. I passed that sucker. And it got hard. Everybody kept running real fast, and they wouldn't die with 2 or 3 shots. I had to keep shooting them. I would almost waste the whole clip on one. And there was 3 of them in front of me. The moment they stop running, they're in front of you, they start swinging. Shoot, shoot, shoot. They just hit you 2 or 3 times, and you're dead.
Dang.
So I would be, whoa, bah, 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 boom, bah, 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 boom, bah, bah, bah. It was pretty cool. I like that game.
Scary.
This is gonna
There's
fun.
just people coming towards you.
Yeah,
They're like,
they're
oh
like-
my god.
They're like zombie pirates or something?
like cowboy pirates.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah, something.
I was like, oh my god.
But zombie, yeah.
No, I wouldn't take that out. That might
Scary.
Let me see. Okay, let's move on to Netflix for indie games.
Huh?
Indie game.
How Jump aims to help devs beat discoverability issues. So, like indie devs, when they make games, it's hard. Like they can make a real good game, but it's hard for them to get like seen. You know, I was speaking to an indie dev the other day on Facebook. He how do you call it? He made a game that I have on my phone. I stopped playing it because I got stuck again.
That maze thing?
Yeah. Now I'm how do you call it?
Follow?
No, I can't beat the enemies now. I need to like
Need to
build
level
up
up.
my power. Except I can't find enemies. I already killed them all and they don't respawn. So the only way I can go is forward. And I'm running into these big monsters, and they are killing me with 2 strikes. And I hit them, and I don't do no damage. And I have magic and all this stuff, and I can't hurt them. So I need to figure out what I gotta do. Maybe I'm not going the right way. Maybe there's another way to go to find other medium level enemies to build up my stuff. But I was talking to that to the dev. You know, he's making part 2 of that game. And the other day I saw he posted on his Facebook page that it's almost out. It's almost out. Now you have characters you can pick. See, on this one it's called Quest Lord, the game Quest Lord, and it's an RPG. You just walking around with a sword, and you can have a shield and a sword, or you can have magic in the sword. And you run into somebody, you just walk in. It's 8-bit. You're walking, you run into somebody, and you start fighting them. You swinging. They hit you, you hit them. They hit you, you hit them. And then, you know, and if you're getting low, you try to run away. Or if you're getting low on health, or you use a spell to give yourself health, or you eat something to give yourself health, and you keep fighting until they die, you know. And then you just go, and you're building up experience, you're building up level, and all that stuff. And you meet the king. Like, I met the king, and he told me, please go defeat all these zombies or whatever. Skeletons or something. So I went, and I killed them all, came back. He's like, thank you, here's this. You know, and stuff like that. You get money, you can buy stuff. I changed all my clothes. I used to have raggedy-ass stuff. Now I have, like, a metal armor all over the place and a real nice sword, magical sword. It's a cool game. Well, he's coming out with part 2. But see, like, people like him, he has to, since he's not owned by a big company, it's just him doing it in his house, right? He makes the game, right?
Wow.
So, real talented. I mean, he may have a team where he says, I need artwork. I don't know. I haven't talked to him like that. I want to bring him into the studio. He told me he's thinking of coming in after the game came out, the second one. So I'm hoping I can bring him into the studio and we can interview him. But I'm assuming that he does most of the stuff, you know. And he even told me that he had a hand in one of the Mortal Kombat games and stuff like that. You know, he's worked for bigger companies, you know. And but it's hard for them to like let everybody know, hey, try out my game if you like RPGs. Yeah. Because it's just him. A big company can spend money and go on TV and radios like all over the United States. Someone like him, a individual, independent, they don't have that ability, you know. So they have to just Facebook, Twitter, you know, make a video on YouTube. I see him; he does all that. And like us, we can talk about it, which helps out a little, you know. But this company called Jump. They are trying to make a thing like Netflix for games, where people you go there and you can see, you know, all the new indie games, which is pretty cool. Let's see what they say here. Kermdinger. Tell me what that says, Faithy. Humdinger.
Yeah.
Kermdinger Studios was established in 2012 with a straightforward goal: make game, sell game, repeat. But there was a foreseeable problem with that second step, one many fellow devs are likely grappling with. A lot of games come out every month, and it's tough for even great indie games to get reliable, meaningful attention on most game marketplaces. We didn't even launch our game because we knew we wouldn't be able to sell enough to make it impactful, says the company chief Anthony Palma. Being an indie was getting harder and harder, even in premium sales. You've seen that with Steam in the last couple of years. Just the number of games launching, it's getting harder to sell. So we wanted to figure out a different way to help developers get their games discovered and played. Moreover, Palma says he wants to try and provide developers with a way to monetize their game outside of the established dichotomy of premium and free-to-play. Thus, roughly 5 years after it opened, the company formerly known as Kermdinger, shouldn't have named him like that. That's probably why they can't sell a game. Is finally launching not a game, but a game platform, Jump. So, launching in beta this month, Jump aims to be an on-demand multi-platform game subscription service that asks subscribers to pay $10 monthly fee for access to a library of games. Okay, that emphasizes the work on indie developers. It's a highly curated library. It's going to be between 60 to 100 games at launch, and then we'll be adding a certain number of games, every month after that. Really, what we wanted to be able to do is to provide that highly curated, polished, responsive experience that hasn't really come up in gaming yet, particularly in the subscription world. So that's pretty cool, because they're charging that monthly fee, right? So all those games that are on there get a cut of that fee. And so if there's like 1,000 people every month, they're paying $10 every. And then now the devs get a little cut of that, plus their game is, they're seeing their game, they're like, oh, that's a good game, and they'll tell their friends, hey, you know, either go to Jump or buy it, you know, and that's pretty cool. That's not a bad idea. I like that. Indie games are the ones we should support a lot, because they come up with the new stuff, you know. So it's good to support indie developers, and that's why any indie developers out there listening, y'all are welcome to come to the studio. I'll put you on Skype if you're not in Houston. We could do an interview, stuff like that, to get your game out there. This is another platform you can use to you know, get your game, and you know, so people can see it. You know, we'll do what we can. So let us know. Send me an email. Right. Okay. Let's see. What time is it? 9:38. Okay. Let's go ahead and mention the last sponsor, Alberta's Best Bet Bail Bond.
Miss Alberta, I like her.
And then we'll get out of here.
You sure?
Faux show.
Oh, for real?
Okay.
Shizzle, my nigga.
Faux shizzle. So if you or someone you know,
Faithy.
Hector, because we had
Jimmy.
to bring in the Space Cadet recruit because his ass is in Jelligan. Nothing. So if you or someone you know, like Hector, are always getting into trouble on the weekends,
Like Jimmy.
out partying or whatever, be sure to remember this number, 713 Best Bet. That's 713 Best Bet for Alberta's Best Bet bail bonds. Don't gamble with your freedom. Give them a call. Like Hector, you know, he's always out and about, getting in trouble. He needs to get out of jail. He calls Alberta. He already remembered that number, 713 Best Bet, because it's simple. Who's not going to remember? What's the number?
What?
What's the number?
713 Best Bet.
See? Simple. Simple. 713 Best Bet. So, you're ready for when you go to jail? You know, 713 Best Bet.
Ghostbusters!
You know what's coming.
Oh, Lord. So, Faithy, what's that number? Best Bet. Did you know that's actually numbers? It's
Yeah, I
you
know.
can dial that, right?
Yeah.
Do you know the numbers?
No.
You don't know the numbers.
Here we
713
go.
Best Bet. What does that mean? 713 Best Bet.
713-237-8238.
Oh, really? 713-237-8238. That's the number to call when you need some help. You need someone to bond. You need to get a bond to bail you out. You call Miss Alberta, and she will hook you up. Best prices in town. So give her a call and let her know that SCP Radio sent you. Yay! You know, because we got that. We got it all set up. You know, we got the party. The DJ starts the party. We got some cazadores to get you feeling good. And then we got the margaritas to really get you feeling good. Then on your way home when you go to jail, we got Alberta to bail your ass out of there. So, it's we got that, what do they call that? Where we all work together.
Teamwork.
What is this? No. I don't remember the word, but
Oh, Lord.
where we all work together, we all fit, and it works. But okay, all right. Well, that's gonna be the end of the show. So thanks to all the listeners. We really appreciate you guys. You can find me on Twitter at Space Cadet Pro, Facebook Michael Lopez, and on scpradio.com. Faithy, where can we find you at?
Nowhere.
X-Men.
Snapchat at Xavier Bush.
Xavier Bush, Snapchat. All right, Wally, where can we find you at?
Instagram, Wally Silvers.
Wally Silvers. All right, don't forget to subscribe to us on iTunes or your favorite podcast catcher. You can email us at scpradio@spacecadetpro.com. Leave us a voicemail at 832-910-7727. I guess that's it for today. I guess that's it. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
This is your boy, Light Jockey Mike, and I just wanted to thank you for supporting SCP Radio. That's the end of our show, but please be sure to check us out on spacecadetpro.com, where you will be able to watch our videos, find and like all of our social media accounts, and chat with us. While you are there, click on the radio tab, where you will be able to see the show schedule and all of the different ways to reach us. You can also listen to us from there if you are on a PC or laptop. Thanks again, and remember, we are the future in entertainment.